Hey, what's going on, guys? John Hudson here with Travel and Thrift, and I'm coming to you with another video on how I clean my shoes. So a lot of people always ask, what are some of the methods that I use to get things ready for listing? And one of them is for white sneakers, white cotton sneakers. I use this high-grade hand cleaner. You can find it at most auto mechanic stores, or you can even find it at your local grocery store. But what it does is it simply helps pull the grease and pull the dirt out of your item. I'm going to show you how to use this in this video, so take a look and let me know what you think. So this right here is a automotive hand cleaner. So this is what many mechanics use to clean their hands when it's full of grease and different dirt and crud and stuff like that. You can find this at your local hardware store. I actually found this on the hardware end of my grocery store, and it's about $4 or $5 depending on where you're at. Another brand is called Goop Gone, I believe that's what it's called, but it works just as well. So these are the two shoes that we're gonna try it on. As you can see, they're both white and they're both very dirty. These are a pair of Nike like free running fly knit shoes. These are a pair of high top Vans. So as you can see, they're really dirty. Before I pick out an item, I always check to see what kind of stain it is, and usually I do that by trying to scratch and just trying to see what it is, because sometimes they're just dirt and dirt just easily washes off, and sometimes it's a little deeper like grease or something like that. If it's ink, I usually don't bother it because sometimes ink is a lot more difficult to get out, but this stain looked like something I can manage. What I usually do is start by taking the goop gone or the goop off. As you can see, I've already started using it. I take it and I start rubbing it into the stain. So what it does is it allows it to kind of sit and set inside of the stain and start lifting it up before I actually throw it in the wash. Yes, these shoes are going to go in the wash because they are cotton mix. So that's what I'm going to do. So right now, as you see, you just take it and you just start smearing it all over. The stuff actually smells really well. It has like a nice lemon scent. So it actually works very well on just kind of getting a scent out if there is something in the shoe or an odor. So I'm going to apply that over all of the shoes, and then I'm going to get them ready to, I'm going to let them sit for about 5 minutes and then throw them in the wash. So as you can see in this video, I've got the cream all over the shoes. I smeared it in. This is actually a really fun thing to do. It's kind of therapeutic because the stuff feels really cool, and it's a great way if you need to get your kids active and involved in helping you list. This is actually a fun job that they'll probably love to do. So now that it's sat in for 5 minutes, I'm going to take it, I'm going to throw it in the wash. I usually wash all my whites with hot water. So that's what I'm about to go do right now. So I just threw the shoes in the wash, and I usually put clothes in there as well. The reason I do that is because my washer is weird, and if it's just shoes in there, the shoes will just knock around and just mess the washer up. I know some of you may be weird about putting your shoes in there with your clothes that you wear. I'm not a germaphobe, so it doesn't really bother me, but if it does, figure it out. Everyone's washer is different. I can't tell you how to run your washer. I'm gonna also add in, of course, some detergent just to, add, I guess, an extra value, and of course, get the clothes washed as well. After that, I close the lid and I let the washer run. So the wash just stopped. So let's see what's going on with the shoes. First pair, here's one, and here's two. Wow, huge difference. Huge difference. So it lifted the stain right out. It still see like a small little stain right there, but for the most part, it looks like that solution worked. Probably do a little bit of scrubbing on the outsoles, or just leave it like that. Some people don't really bother, but for the main part, these shoes are almost back to new or back to excellent use condition. So that worked. Now let's look at the next pair of shoes. So here's one, and here's two. So as we can see, this pair didn't do really much. It seemed like the stain actually looks like it just stayed there. So what we might do with this one, I have another solution. I think I'm going to give it a try on this one. I'll probably do another video just trying to see if that'll work. But for the most part, so, got those from the bin, so didn't spend too much on them, so I'm not upset. But these shoes right here, these are fixed. Looking good.